Well, happy Monday, y'all. Well, welcome back. So today I've just got a brief little tour for you. I promise you, I always say it's brief, but this one really is short. And then at the end, we're gonna chat about what herbs you can plant this month. So I decided I'd start over here with the temporary beans because I keep forgetting to get them on camera because they did nothing for so long. So they outgrew the baby gate and we went back and put this slat frame back here, and you can see that they're all the way up almost to the top of this. Now we're gonna slow down on watering this now because I'm gonna try and go back to the thought processes of temporaries, and that's that they're not gonna start making beans until they feel like they're not getting enough water. So backed off the watering on these, so hopefully they'll start kicking out some beans. But there are my temporaries finally coming out. Kind of keep going around this way, and you can see that the sweet potato bed is just really still kicking butt, going crazy, climbing up that baby gate. The sweet cherry is blooming in there, and so now that's where it is on the wall. So super happy with this and excited to see some flowers come out of it. Now let's see. Oh, look, if we check this gauge, see, now I've got to set something back here to keep it from getting too squashed. But there's a little Armenian. Here's one down here on the ground. So I gotta find something that'll keep that from mashing and maybe let those out a little bit more. But here's the trail coming around from that. I'm gonna pick the watermelon this week. There's another Armenian back there. Over here, it's probably time to come take a cutting on this mustard so it'll kick up a little bit more. And that little cantaloupe down there is still doing good. All this romaine looks beautiful. I did get everything fertilized, so that's some good news. Now, this must be a jalapeno because these aren't getting much bigger, but it's got a bunch of peppers on it. So I'm gonna have to cut one off and make somebody try it and see what we've got there. And obviously we've still got this massive trailhead going on here. And if you just look anywhere, there's another Armenian down there. There's one there. The bees love this. Look, here's one down here. So yeah, there's Armenians everywhere, and that's, like I said, one of the fun things about digging through a vine is finding all the cool stuff. So let's check out the brassicas. So the brassicas are actually starting to perk up, and I'm excited about that. They got more excited about life after they got some fish fertilizer, and I think this week I'm going to make up a solution of the kelp and the worm gold and give everybody a taste of that. And this is my little Brussels sprout. It feels pretty strong and happy, so cross your fingers. I don't think this little guy down here got pollinated. It's been really windy, so this has kind of had a tough time over here, but you see there's lots of flowers coming out now, and the bees are over here helping out. Here's an Armenian back here, and there's a giant one that needs to be cut, and we're sharing these, so if you live nearby, let me know and I'll get you some of these. And the pumpkin is she's got a baby somewhere on here. I'll have to find her, but it's covered in flowers. So, and I'm gonna feed him again more regularly. That's probably my strongest piece of advice through the winters. Don't forget to feed your plants. There's all the Armenians. See, look at that boy. The seeds get bigger when you let them get that big. I kind of, my husband he doesn't care. He'll eat anything. This is still looking good. This wild Texas cherry is literally covered in tomatoes, and I actually have seen quite a few bees just crazy on these flowers every day. So just ready for them to turn red now. The loofah is doing good, but even though I thought this got pollinated, it didn't. So hopefully we can get another female before it gets much colder out here. But if not, then we're just gonna have to try a loofah again next year. So you can see I took out one of the okra, the not very big producer, and I checked my records and these are in Aussie beans. I don't know why I expected them to be kind of purple like the beans themselves, but and the green bean that I finally got to come up is flowering, and I still need to come in and trim up the front part of this okra, but I'm telling you, it doesn't stop. It's still covered in bunches of okra. We're still picking every single day, so maybe this has got another month or so, and then we'll come in and we'll fill in with a bunch of kale and stuff. But now, since that one's gone, I've got a little bit more room here for light to come in, and maybe something else will happen with these squashes back here. But ultimately, that's my little garden. So now let's chat about what herbs you can plant in the month of October, because this is really the prime time for our herb planting seasons. Unlike the rest of the world that gets to put their herbs in the spring, we have to make use of this cooler time of the year to get as many of our herbs grown and preserved and put away to get us through the bulk of the spring and the summer and all the way back up to when we can plant again. So let's check it out. So this month we can plant anise, borage, which is a really pretty flower that we planted last year. I'm not that familiar with caraway, but I am with chives. Cilantro, which is also going to bolt into giving you coriander seeds. Now's the time to plant dill, and dill is a great companion plant for broccoli. So I'm gonna actually be dropping some dill seeds out in my broccoli and cauliflower buckets. It seems that the worms, caterpillars kind of prefer the dill over the broccoli. So as we get to that time of the year, when the dill will be a nice companion for the broccoli. Then we've got fennel. Now's also the time to be putting out your garlic, lavender, lemon balm, marjoram, mint, oregano, parsley, rosemary, sage, and thyme. Now, if you remember from my garden, if we get some things in like oregano, the mint, the lemon balm, most of those things, if we can get them in now and get them established, then as we get into the warmer parts of the year, we'll be able to move those in our yard if you have them in containers and be able to prolong the season for those. So I hope you've got some herbs in mind that you want to plant this year. Last year I took in quite a bit of dill. I got a lot of cilantro last year, and I saved a lot of coriander seeds. So that was, and you know, I've got mint going, I've got sage out there. I wasn't that successful with thyme, but I'm really looking to adding in some lemon balm in my life this year. So let me know down below what herbs you're thinking about planting this year, and if you're curious about any, I know I've got lots of seeds, so let me know if I can help you out in that department. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the tour, and I hope the list of herbs that you can use in October is beneficial to you. I'm looking forward to getting some more things growing in my garden, and looking for more people to take on all the Armenians that I've got growing. As always, I want to thank you so much for checking in with us whenever you get a chance, and I hope you have the best day ever, and until next time,